So happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Happy Independence Day. Now I'm here, Raki, as your lovely SAA will let you know about our house rules, because like in another house, there is a rules, right? All right, let's go. Here it is. First, the house rules. First is be on time. Room is open 15 minutes before the meeting starts. Let's follow the time given in the agenda. And then the second is identify yourself properly. Please rename yourself according to the following name format. For visiting Toastmasters, please rename VTM, name, and then your club. Example, VTM John from ABCD Toastmasters. And then for the non-Toastmasters guests or first-timer attenders, please rename your name, become the G, and then your name. Example, G, John Long. And then the third, turn on your camera. Make sure that your face within the video frame. And then the fourth, keep your microphone on mute. Mute your microphone whenever you are not speaking. When it's your turn to speak, just remember to unmute your microphone. And lastly, be fully present and have fun. Pay attention, participant, and then use the chat box to leave any feedbacks or encouragement to the speakers. I think that's all from me. Don't forget, let's have fun together tonight, because Friday night is always special with SCBD Toastmasters. That's all from me. I will give it back the control to our president.
Thank you, our lovely SAA. Thank you so much for the introduction and opening the general rules of this meeting. So,
I'm sorry.
good morning. Yes.
Sorry. We start with national anthem first.
Oh, okay. Please tell us all of it.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Oke. Kepada Sang Merah Putih, hormat gerak. Tegak gerak. Over to you, President.
Thank you. Thank you, Alvin. And yes, happy Independence Day, everyone. It's a very nice way to start the meeting. Yeah, I hope you all feel patriotic and feel very nationalist today in accordance with our meeting. So, I'm very excited to listen to what the speakers bring today, but before we start, for the benefit of the first-time guests who might not know yet what is Toastmaster, I would like to share a bit what is Toastmaster Club and what is SCBD Toastmasters Club. So, simply put, Toastmasters International is a non-profit educational organization that focuses on teaching leadership and public speaking. We are a huge family with 300,000 members spread across 149 countries, and they are all our family. And what makes Toastmasters special is, once you become a member, you are allowed to choose one of these pathways, one of these guidelines to master the skill that you want, ranging from dynamic leadership to leadership development, persuasive influence, engaging humor, and so on and so forth. And what's even more interesting is that once you complete your level 1 in your pathway, you are eligible to join a lot of competition in Toastmasters International, not only in Indonesia, but all around the world. Now, that's about Toastmasters International. What about SCBD Toastmasters Club itself? So we are just a humble community that have three goals. We aspire to provide equal opportunity for every member's self-development. We want to be a safe place to learn public speaking and leadership. And we also want to provide networking opportunities for everyone, not just within the club, but also beyond this club. And our vision is to becoming a better you, or BAB1, with a mission to empower every individual to strive for progress. So our values are four. We have 4 values: structured, collaborative, bold, and determined. This means we value preparation and discipline. We value positive collaboration that supports each other. And we value boldness to dream big and to reach what you want to be. That's in accordance with our motto, let's grow and glow. And our meeting so far is held online every Friday from 7 to 9. But soon we are going to have a hybrid meeting far more often, but I will tell the detail later at the end of the meeting. So if you are interested to know more about Toastmasters, SCBD Toastmasters Club, just feel free to contact us through our WhatsApp or email or through our Instagram. Our Vice President of Membership will be very happy to answer all of your queries. That's a bit about Toastmasters and SCBD Toastmasters International, SCBD Toastmasters Club. And so with the power vested on me, I hereby open this meeting with a clap. And over to you, Tom. Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, our club president, Thames Salman. As a matter of introduction, my name is Toastmaster Tengku, and I will be the Tom of tonight session. Happy morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, our theme is Indonesia, and our word of the day is Liberate, or maybe if I can say in Indonesian term, since we have this Independence Day spirit today, Merdeka. So that's or freedom, Merdeka or freedom or liberate. So that's so liberate is the word of the day for today. It is it means to free a country or a person from the control of somebody else. So that's the meaning of the word. So without further ado, let me introduce our general evaluator, Toastmaster Dendi. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Tengku. Okay, my fellow Toastmaster and guests, I want to share my screen first. Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, visible.
Okay.
Visible.
Okay, for this night, I will be your GE. I am a Toastmaster Dendi. So what's a GE? GE, I will evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. During the meeting, I will take notes on everything that happens and is supposed to happen. I will evaluate the meeting flow and how duties are performed. At the end of the meeting, I will share my feedback report of our learning. Okay, so tonight I won't be alone. I have a huge team that supports me. So we have speech evaluators. So speech evaluators are going to evaluate the speaker's speeches. So we have our first evaluator. It's Toastmaster Raki, and the second evaluator is Toastmaster Fa, and the third evaluator is Toastmaster Uyun. The fourth is Toastmaster Alvin.
And the fifth evaluator is Toastmaster Melanie. For Toastmaster Melanie, will evaluate our tabel master, which is Toastmaster Ayu. So our speech evaluators will listen to this prepared speech carefully and provide feedback to the speakers. So please give them a round of applause. Okay. Okay. For the next one is the GE team, my four horsemen. That is, we have a timer, grammarian, AWOD counter, and ballot counter. So maybe we will jump right in to the timer first. That will presented by Toastmaster Intan. Toastmaster Intan, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Mr. GE. Every morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name's Intan, and I will be the timer tonight. I will time the prepared speeches, table topic speakers, and also the evaluations. Don't worry, I'm using OBS Studio to alert each speaker with green, yellow, and red warning based on the given time. Therefore, be aware of the time when you liberate the speech. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Intan, for the introduction. Now let's go to the grammarian, Toastmaster Dona. Toastmaster Dona, please introduce yourself. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, GE. Thank you for the pin. I really appreciate that. Okay, so my name is Donna, and I'm going to be your grammarian tonight. My responsibility here is to listen carefully to all speakers, especially their language use. I'll take note of any grammatical errors used in your speech, but don't be worried about making mistakes because I'll share the corrections with you all for us to learn. I'll also capture remarkable quotes for tonight and thoughts during your speech. And I'll also double as a WOD counter throughout the table topic session for room 1. Okay, so that's it for me. Back to you, GE. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Dona. And the next role is AWOD counter, which is we're going to hear it from Toastmaster Sari. Toastmaster Sari.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, GE. Happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. It's good to be back here again. My name is Sari. Tonight, I will be the RWOD counter. My responsibility is to listen and take notes for words and sounds that are used as a pause filler by anyone who speaks here. I will take notes for overused words like and, well, but, so. And also, I will listen for filler sounds such as and Lastly, I would like to remind all of us here to use the word of the day, which is filler word, which is liberate. Please use it as many as you can during your speech. I think that's all from me. Back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Sari. And last but not least, our ballot counter, that is Toastmaster Marzel. The stage is yours.
Marcel, I think you're still on mute.
Oh yeah, still on mute, Toastmaster Marzel.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you, GE. My fellow Toastmasters and guests, I'm Marcel. And tonight, I will be your ballot counter. As a ballot counter, I will create polls during the meetings. And by giving me, sending privately in the chat box, who you choose as your favorite speakers. After that, I will collect them, and at the end of the session, I will announce who will be your favorite speakers. And at the end of this meeting, we have a hall of fame, and everybody will know who will be the winner of every single part in this session. Okay, that's all for me. Back to you, GE. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Marcel. Okay, I've met all the GE team, and that's it. All get back to you, Toastmaster. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Dendi. So for our next session, we will have a prepared speech session. First, it will be delivered by Toastmaster Abigail, and then the second speaker will be Toastmaster Jeffry. The third speaker will be Toastmaster Reynaldo, and the fourth speaker will be Toastmaster Wira. So without further ado, the time is yours, Toastmaster Abigail.
Maybe the evaluator first to introduce Toastmaster
Thank you,
Abigail.
Bill.
All right, happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Tonight is such an honor for me to become the evaluator of Toastmaster Abigail. Toastmaster Abigail will deliver her icebreaker speech for tonight with the title Embracing My Girls, with the speech length for until 6 minutes. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of public speech. So without any further ado, please welcome Toastmaster Abigail Perangin-Angin, Embracing My Girls. Toastmaster Abigail, Embracing My Girls.
Thank you, TM Raki. Girls are an attitude and they are worth fighting for. Happy morning, everyone. I'm Abigail, and this is my hair. I can't begin to count the times I begged my mom to let me get a hair straightening treatment. If I had to guess, it would probably in the hundreds. Yet my efforts were to no avail because she was concerned that one day I would change my mind and it would be too late to reverse the damage done to my hair. And she was right, but it would be a decade before I finally learned to appreciate my curls. Learning to love my hair was an emotional roller coaster. The ups were few and far between, and the downs were brutal. None of the women in my family knew how to deal with curly hair. So I treated my hair as one would treat straight hair, by washing it every day, brushing it a lot, which unsurprisingly resulted in a super frizzy and puffy halo that I would end up tying in a tight braid ponytail. And my hair always attracted people's attention, and not in a positive way. Some friends jokingly say, "Have you ever brushed your hair before?" And a kid naively said, "Your hair looks so puffy today. You should try using conditioner. Maybe that would help." And I remember I stood out in the crowd so much that I felt like I couldn't do anything wrong as a kid because everyone remembers me for my hair. Going to the salon also didn't help. Most hairstylists here in Indonesia were not well versed, and I think are still not well versed in curly hair. The solution they almost offer for people like me is for us to straighten our hair to make it more manageable and pretty. I not gonna lie, I almost cried one time after the hairstylist laughed at my hair. And the imposition of unsolicited advice from strangers and peers alike on how I should best present myself was subconsciously internalized by myself. I started to believe in their unasked opinions and attempted to correct my hair. I cried over my hair for sure. I remember taking a shower as a kid, crying and lathering a heap of Pantene conditioner over my hair and praying to God, God, please let my hair stay this way when it dries. And it never did. The media also wasn't supportive of curly hair either. Like, for example, let's take Princess Diaries. A big part of its main character's transformation from the unattractive girl into Princess Genovia is straightening out her frizzy curls. And I also have never seen traditionally beautiful Asian women portrayed on TV or film or even in books with a feature of curly hair. If my friends and strangers and hairstylists didn't like curly hair on me, and the media wasn't highlighting relatable examples in front of me, I just couldn't get on board with finding curly hair attractive either. Ultimately, I left Jakarta and went to college in Canada. And I made friends who had curly hair, and they told me how to care for my hair. My extracurricular activity became discovering the virtues of silk pillowcases and the proper order of product application and how environment impact how my curls look. It was hard, but when my curls began to show properly, my hair felt like magic. I still feel a sense of achievement and self-respect every time I look into the mirror. Seeing myself with my natural hair and feeling comfortable with the image is empowering and liberating. I can now say that I love my hair as it is. I love taking care of my hair and styling it and experimenting with it without listening to the constant remarks that are unasked for. However, I just want to add that there is no shame in people with naturally curly hair who decide to get their hair straightened. How you treat your body is your choice and your right. But the decision should come from your autonomy instead of the external voices that tell you so. That's all from me and my hair. Thank you. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you very much for the speech. Let us give a big round of applause for TM Abigail for her icebreaker speech.
Yay,
You can unmute yourself.
Congratulations.
It is also her very first.
Ice is broken.
The ice is broken. Yes, ice broken indeed. Thank you very much, TM Abigail. So, for the next speaker, it will be TM Jeffry, evaluated by TM Fa. So the time is yours, TM Fa.
Yes, happy morning, everyone. Now, the icebreaker speech is the first speech that you give at Toastmaster. The speech will be under 5 minutes. And now, let's hear the icebreaker speech from Toastmaster Jeffry with the title Brave to Say.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to say happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters and evaluators. My name is Jeffry, and I just graduated from Institut Teknologi Bandung last year with a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering. Now, I end up having a career as a risk manager in HSBC. Most of you will think, how do an engineering graduate become a risk manager in the banking industry? And why do I choose this path? Maybe some of us will question like that. So before I start the story, I would like to tell you, I would like to ask a questions. Have you ever thought that your motivation in life has been achieved and you don't know what else to do? You feel like your time is stopped ticking because you don't know what else to achieve for your next journey. This is what I feel after I graduated. Coming from a Batak family and being the only son is a very tough challenge for me. My parents has the perfect figure of son in their mind, and they want me to be that perfect kind of person. And in order to be that perfect kind of person, I have to follow to whatever decisions that they made. Since I was a kid, I have no voice. I could just say yes to whatever decision that they made for me. I couldn't say yes, I couldn't say no. It's all happened because of them. So after I graduated, I don't know what is my purpose, what is the goal of my life? And then I contemplated, looking into myself, is there something wrong that I did in the past? And I realized that I've always put others people's happiness over mine. And I've never thinking to pursue my own happiness. That's why I always say yes to whatever they wanted. I have 3 sisters, but all of them take sides. Of course, they choose my parents' sides because we have a huge gap of age and they are quite mature. So they think that whatever my parents choose is the best for me. I know that their intentions are good, but do they think about how I feel? Do they think, am I comfortable with whatever decisions that they made? No, they just wanted what they want. And yeah, after I graduated, I got confused. And then I want to try something new because I know that being an engineer, being a mechanical engineer is not the path that I wanted. So hopefully I got accepted as a risk manager in HSBC, and it's really tough since I have no basics in financial at all. So I hope that from my story, all of us could be the parents. In the future, we could be the parents that could liberate our children to choose whatever path that they want. Because I always think that any kind of profession that you choose, as long as you are striving for something good, you are striving to grow, to be a better version of you, you will be someone that is successful. No matter what profession that you take or major that you learned. And I want to share with you guys that I have no regret of my past. I believe that something happened for a reason. If God closes one door for me, He will open hundreds of doors. And I follow this SCBD Toastmasters so that I could found my new motivation in life. Because I feel that although my time is ticking, I haven't found out how to repair, how to fix the time. So I wish that I could move forward, found the reason of my life in here at SCBD Toastmasters. Here is a speech from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the wonderful speech, TM Jeffrey. It's a really good speech, very touching. Please give our applause to TM Jeffrey. And I want to mention that this is also his very first speech. So this is his very first icebreaker speech. Please congratulate TM Jeffrey.
Yay, congratulations.
Congratulations, Mr. Jeffrey.
Okay, for the next speaker, we have TM Reynaldo from Ultimate Club and TM Uyun as his evaluator. So the time is yours, TM Uyun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tengku. Happy morning, everyone. My name is Uyun, and today I have the honor to evaluate Toastmaster Reynaldo's speech, delivering a social speech. So what he will learn is to practice delivering social speech. So basically, it's more like a role play. In a social occasion, he will recognize like our lovely organization, Toastmasters, and he will have 3 to 4 minutes to deliver the social speech. Basically, he needs to deliver twice. So this is the first one. I am looking forward for his social speech. So, are you ready, Toastmaster Reynaldo?
Yes, I am.
Let me see. All right. Okay.
Hello.
So then right over there, the Milieu of Toastmasters. The Milieu of Toastmasters. The stage is yours, Toastmaster Reynaldo.
Am I visible and audible, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Yes, you. What are you up to, man? Why are you here? Why are you look so lackadaisical? As if someone should liberate your soul out of whatever mess that you're dealing with. After all, it's Friday night. I thought people should have fun on Friday night. So tell me, what are you doing in this place again? Ladies and gentlemen, SCBD Toastmasters, and distinguished guests, happy mornings. It's been 77 years, huh? For us Indonesians, a lot has been changed since 1945. In retrospect, as the result of the Second World War, we found ourselves in a position of a power vacuum. Thereby, we managed to liberate our country and to proclaim our independence. But the question that still looms is that, are we truly liberated? On paper, of course, the answer is yes. But the struggles continue, not only as a country, but also for us as an individual. Therefore, I would like to use this opportunity to invite everyone to reminisce your moment when you first time joining Toastmasters. Why do you decide to join? Why do you even care? I say because we recognize the need to improve, to battle, to struggle against our own fear, our own shortcomings, our inability. How many times you witnessed, oh, I'm confused, I'm scared when I want to engage in this public speaking environment. Oh, uh, 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 I'm stammered when I engage in this public speaking environment. This is where the importance of the milieu of Toastmasters, the environment that you, yes, you, all of you, that you guys built here in SCBD becomes critical, because this is where you liberate people out of their inadequacy through the display of the unwavering courage, the adamant leadership, the solid teamwork that's shown by not only the members, but also the excos of SCBD. For that, I would like everyone to join me to raise a toast for SCBD Club as the epitome of what Toastmasters is all about, but also for all of us who decide to continue our struggles in this unending journey, improvement within Toastmasters. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason why we are all here tonight. Cheers. Over to you.
Thank you very much for the great speech, TM Reynaldo. Please let us give a big round of applause for TM Reynaldo.
Yay!
With many WOD also. WOD also. For the next speaker, the last speaker is TM Wira, and TM Wira will be introduced by TM Alvin. Over to you, TM Alvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tengku. Happy morning, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Welcome in SCBD Toastmasters. Today, we will see Toastmaster Wira, also one of my most favorite speaker because he is just unique. He has his own style, right? And today, Toastmaster Wira will deliver his 8th speech here in Toastmasters. So it is level 2, project 3, about introduction to Toastmasters mentoring in his pathways, persuasive influence. So what is the purpose of this project? The purpose of this project is for Toastmaster Wira to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. And also, Toastmaster Wira also share some aspect of previous experience as a protege. Can be any time in the past and could be in his personal experience as a protege. So without further ado,
Time, Alvin.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So you can hear me?
We can hear you, yes.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Toastmaster Wira. I can't believe that I've been training how to choke people for a decade. I can't believe that I've been training how to choke people for a decade. Toastmaster Wira, the screen is now yours.
Apologies, but can I do it later because there's some I have to take care of something because I just arrived and I haven't. Yeah, I was outside then I just arrived at my home. Can we do it? Can I do it after table topic?
Okay. Right. So, and then
I'm sorry, I forgot.
okay. Right. So, okay, Toastmaster, thank you. You can continue the timer report and ballot, and not yet. Okay.
Let's just go to table topic.
Okay, let's just go to table topic.
So we will postpone the time report and broadcast after time Wira has conclude his speech, right?
Right.
Okay. So for the table topic sessions, there will be 2 table topic sessions in 2 breakout room. Time Alvin will create 2 breakout room and assign the audience, the Toastmaster and guests, to each breakout room. So over to you, Toastmaster Alvin.
Okay, right. So I will open the breakout room. So please everyone join the breakout room in count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open all.
Hello. Happy morning, everyone.
Yay, happy morning, fellow Toastmasters
Happy
and
morning.
guests.
Are we complete now?
Yeah, I think so.
I
Okay,
guess
so
yes.
I'll introduce first our table topics master for the night. So happy morning, fellow Toastmasters. Today, Toastmaster Ayu will be leading us in a very special table topic session. She will be delivering her level 3 elective project under the pathway Persuasive Influence. The purpose of this project is for the member to demonstrate her ability to listen to what others say. So, Toastmaster Ayu, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, so everyone, let us participate and challenge ourselves to be heard today. Toastmaster Ayu.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. Let me share my screen. Okay. Happy Independence Day to all my fellows Indonesians, because I noticed there is some guests that are not from Indonesia. So basically, last Wednesday, we celebrate our 77th Independence Day. And one of the most patriotic quote that I know about loving a country is from John F. Kennedy. He said, don't ask what your country can do to you, but ask what you can do for the country. So, so one of the toughest job of running a country is becoming a ministry or becoming the cabinet, right? So we all know that 2024 presidential election is coming up. So today I want you to be liberate in thinking, being a bit delusional, as if you are a ministry that will running the country. So who's going to be the first table topic? Anyone?
You can choose, Toastmaster Ayu.
Maybe I can choose, yeah, Donna. Are you going to take it?
Yes, please, Table Topic Master, that'll be an honor.
So here we go. You know, our first Ministry of Education is Ki Hajar Dewantara. He is so known with his philosophy of Tutwari Handayani. And our current Ministry of Education is Mr. Nadiem Makarim. He is so well known as the youngest ministry in history of Indonesia. And today I challenge you to be a Ministry of Education selected by 2024 presidents. So here's the case. So Ronnie is 12 years old. He loved playing video games, but his mom, like every other typical Asian mom, want him to be a doctor, a lawyer, or engineer. So as appointed Ministry of Education, Ronnie need your help to explain to his mom that he can be a professional video gamers or a sport athletes, and it is a real job. 1 to 2 minutes, time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Table Topic Master. This is actually my case growing up. I was a writer at a very young age, and I wanted to do film. I wanted to upload videos just before YouTube started monetizing. And then games happened, esports happened, and there are so many ways now for us to monetize and make money in this new digital way, digital currency. And I believe that it should be an option to everyone. But if I were to segue a little bit, as the Minister of Education, I would like for us to not only give the option for all children to learn what they want, but also to understand the layout of the industry as it is. So it's half labor, half education, that as much as we'd like to acknowledge that the times has changed, we might also want to acknowledge that times might not have changed as much as it had, and that there should be a well-rounded higher education for everyone, whether it's for newer technology or more old school options. And also, as minister, I want to give everyone in rural areas a chance for a better future and better technologies. Thank you.
Wow, this Toastmaster Donna will going to be a great Ministry of Education. So the second one would be Toastmaster Raki. Are you ready?
Should be ready because there's no option,
Okay.
right?
So now we are going to be a bit different. So this is your question. Describe what an ideal Indonesia in the future from your wildest imaginations. 1 to 2 minutes, time is yours.
The idea of Indonesia in the future, in my wildest dream, is Indonesia becoming a country with so many Gen Z, so many millennials, and all of us here in Indonesia working hard together to make it up, to make our country more greater and greater. If someone said, so what should we do? Maybe in my wildest dream again, we should be more focused on the sport, because nowadays sport is becoming a prestigious stage. Let's say if in the soccer there's a World Cup, so just make it happen to become Indonesia participate in the World Cup champions. And then for the technology, we already create Gojek and the gang. So why don't we create more and more and educate other people to be more wisely using technology, to be more wisely using social media. So there is no what is it to say, there is no social justice work again anymore, because everyone already educated with the environment, with educated with the situation, because we never knew the future will be like, is it good or not, but just be prepared to become the greater one as the united, as the country, as an Indonesian people. I think that's all. Back to you, Table Topic Masters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raki. I think we do agree that even though we are still facing a lot of problems, we have to shout out to all the ministry right now that they already bring Indonesia to the positive directions. So I do agree with you that Indonesia would be very great in the next few years. So the third one, anyone want to try, Mr. President?
Okay.
Okay, let me go back to case. Okay, to the case, being a ministry. So as you know that, hold on. If you notice, if you notice that our first Ministry of Finance is Mr. Samsi Sastrawi Dagda, and now everyone knows Mrs. Sri Mulyani. She is so well known globally to bring Indonesia as a country that respected by others nations financially. So today, assuming imagine that you are the future Ministry of Finance. Here's the case. Andi is an Indonesian. He worked full time, but he always have a trouble managing his finance. So he is a sandwich generations. He has a lot of credit card bills, pay letter bills, and it stress him out. So as a Ministry of Finance, Andi need your help how to solve his financial conditions step by step. So go ahead, Mr. Ministry.
Andi, what you are facing today is faced by millions in Indonesia. They are sandwich generation who work full-time, work a lot, breaking their bones while they're on it, but still make too few to support themselves and to support their parents and their children who are dependent on them. I understand what you are going through. And I have to say, unfortunately, there is no easy solution on the condition that you are facing. But as the Ministry of Finance in Indonesia, I assure you that in the long run, I am going to implement policies that makes our economies grow faster and makes our market more competitive. So people like you, Mas Andi, I think even though you are working a blue-collar job, even people like you would have more to take home, would be able to afford more better lifestyle and more able to support your parent with a better facility and your children as well. So what I am going to do, Mas Andi, it might be not simple, but by reducing taxes perhaps and allowing and increasing the tax for smoking and others non-good things, I'm going to stock my treasury and use it to expand on industries. And in the long run, these industries are going to help us all to be richer and to have more GDP and to be equal with developed countries such as Korea or Japan or even United States and England. Just believe me, Mas Andi, we will make it through this. Back to you, Tom.
Okay. I think TM Salmon has some vibe of campaigning something. Okay, next questions. I think any guests want to volunteer?
Iti,
Can I?
E.T. mentioned his name.
Me, Ilyas.
Ilyas. Okay. Okay, I'll go share the screen. Here's the questions. What answer do you want to hear when someone asks you, how's Indonesia? 1 to 2 minutes, time is yours. Sorry?
Am I audible?
Yeah, go.
Am I visible?
Yes.
Okay, I start. Sir, how is Indonesia? Totally random question. And when I got this question, I will definitely wonderful Indonesia. This is a simple slogan that we have as the Indonesian people that we can be proud of. Why? Because Indonesia has thrived 77 years of freedom. We have our independence. The youngsters collaborate with the veterans to liberate the Indonesia. This is so wonderful, right? A great collaboration between the youngsters, the future of the generation, and the veterans, the past leaders that pioneered the Independence Day. So how is Indonesia? Indonesia is just fine. We are doing our best. In slogan, pulih lebih cepat, bangkit lebih kuat. I mentioned it in Indonesia. Why? Because I'm a proud Indonesian. If I use it in English, how? We can be, how is Indonesia, right? The question is, how is Indonesia? Of course, I should explain it in Indonesia, in Bahasa Indonesia. The language that connect us with the Sabang until Merauke people. We collaborate together to liberate our procrastination. We have a lot of things that we can liberate. Start by doing all of our best now. Go freedom. Go, go, go. It's not an MLM slogan, yeah? Go Indonesia, we can do it. Back to you, TTM.
Wow, thank you, Toastmaster Leo. Okay, anyone else want to try? TM Tengku?
Yeah, I will try to provide the
Okay,
speech.
here's the question. It's a bit tough, I know, but if you are given an opportunity to be other countries' citizens, it's challenge your patriotic vibe. Are you going to take it? Which country are you going to choose and why?
Okay, thank you very much, Table Topics Master. This is a very difficult question. There are many more advanced countries other than Indonesia. One of my most favorite is Singapore. I worked in Singapore for more than a month back in 2017. I really like Singapore due to its rule of law. People comply with the regulations there. Nobody jaywalking on the roads, and everything very stable and in harmony. However, I will never choose other nationality over my own country. But I will make Indonesia to become like Singapore. So I will create this nation in which I was born here. I live here and also planning to die here also, and make this country into something into Singapore. So like a country that I really like. Rather than moving to other country, I want to make this country to be an ideal country. So that's why I will never choose other nationality over Indonesia. I know Indonesia is still developing now, but there are a lot of potential in this country. If we work hard, each of us work hard to advance our country, to liberate our country from a developing nation status into a developed country status, I am sure that we can be bigger and stronger than Singapore or even America. So that's my speech for tonight. Back to you, TTM.
Wow, thank you. I think I do agree with you because if we are complaining, there is a lot of things that we can complain of Indonesia. But if we see the thing that we have to work on, I think Indonesia provide us with a lot of opportunity to work on based on our own expertise, whatever it is. Okay, next questions. Toastmaster Yara, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, Toastmaster Ayu.
Okay, let's back to being a ministry. Here's our Ministry of Women Empowerment. As Toastmaster Yara is a woman, it very suit you. Here's the case. Sabrina is a 35 years old Indonesia. He is a very ambitious woman. He wants to achieve presidential directors in her company. So she needs your help to explain to the voters why women can lead too and why we need more women in the boardroom. 1 to 2 minutes, time is yours.
Okay, sorry. Okay, this is interesting topic about woman empowerment. As we know that I know all of you knows about Ibu Kita Kartini. She has a great woman. She have a power. She have a dream, and of course, she always following her heart. So, in the new generation, we know that women also can lead something. In any discussion, in any situation, women have a power to give solutions for something. Like, for example, we know Ibu Sri Mulyani as a financial, she's always have a great strategic to making great combinations in the financial matter with Indonesian conditions. So for us, we have to know that not only for man or woman, we all the same. So yeah, I think that this is the important things for us to know that women have a power to make a discussion or to be a leader in the future. Maybe that's it for me. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, I think women, if I'm not mistaken, it takes 100 years to achieve gender equality type of thing. So women we have to work a lot to achieve that.
Yeah, but I think now is better than tomorrow.
Yeah,
everyone
sure.
have a great insights and great mind set to woman empowerment.
Yeah, agree. Anyone else? Maybe guess JJ. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your names correctly.
Yeah, that is correct, JJ.
Okay, JJ. Okay, do you wanna try?
Of course.
Okay. Let me check first. Okay, if Indonesia is not your country, so it's true, right? You're from Korea.
Yes.
what would you tell to your fellow Indonesians about their country? 1 to 2 minutes, time is yours.
Thank you, Madam Table Topic Master Ayu. The fact is that I'm not an Indonesian by nationality, and I was born and raised, and I have a citizenship of Korea, South Korea, not North. But if you dig more fact of my family tree, my grandfather came down from north. So actually, my heritage lies in North Korea. And then what happened? Right after the liberation from the Japanese colonized dark times, then the North Korea had an ambition to take over the whole country with the help of Russia to make this country communist. Then that failed, and then we had a Korean War, and then we separated. At that time, Chinese forces invaded Korean peninsula. Then at the time, my grandfather decided to come down to south for looking for liberty. Then I became actually my father also born in North Korea, and he came down along with his grandfather. Now after they settled down, then I was born and I became a South Korean. Then now what? So what do you like to know about me, and or you will know about the history of Korea and also liberations in some way. So now back to you, Madam Table Topic Master.
Wow, thank you, Toastmaster JJ. We learned a lot. I didn't know that. Thank you. I think we have 6 minutes. Maybe one more table topic. Anyone want to try?
Perhaps I can try.
Sorry, I can't hear.
Perhaps I can try. Toastmaster Ayu.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So the question is, I want to say sorry to Indonesia for 1 to 2 minutes. Time is yours.
My, thank you, Madam Speaker, for the question. But I believe this is the right opportunity for me to apologize for my fellow Indonesians, because all of the past mistakes, all of the pain that caused by past governments, obviously all of us young generations or even the older generations remember on what's going on in 1965, 98. A lot of stuff happens throughout the history of a country. And indeed, some of them are hard to remember. But not only to apologize, I believe that this is also for us to continue the struggles that our predecessors, the veterans of our country, struggle for. We need to continue their struggle in order for us to improve as a country. There is a massive amount of challenges that we are about to face in the future. And I believe that the current geopolitical and geoeconomic situation of the world tells us that the fight is still pretty much on. So, my fellow Indonesians, let us all unite and unite under one banner to strive, to seek, to defend our freedom. And yeah, that'll be all from me, Madam Speaker. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Reynaldo. Okay, I think it's wrap up everything. I hope these sessions really remind us how to love Indonesian more, because we have a lot of things to do, to work on. Whatever your expertise is, Indonesia really needs you to do that. So I think we will come to the voting. So
Yes, for the voting, maybe all of us here can give the vote by sending the direct message to Toastmaster Ayu as our table topic masters. All right. Sorry if I interrupt. Are you already sent your vote, guys? Fellow Toastmasters and guests here.
Yes, we have sent the vote.
All right. Maybe Toastmaster Ayu as our table topic masters can decide who's the best for this group.
okay, give me the food is so tough. Okay, so the best table topic this room is our president, Toastmaster Salman.
Yay,
So
congratulations.
the next is you're going to compete with the other room's winner. Are you ready? Don't make us proud of you.
I'm not ready, but let's go.
Good luck, Toastmaster Salman.
Okay. We will soon return to the main group, yeah.
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 Aren't we the
Let
main
me
group?
inform them Alvin first. Yeah.
So the winner is our club president, who's becoming the next president, I guess.
The next finance minister.
Salman for 2024.
Salman is very good at campaigning.
In Salman we trust. All right, maybe let's go back to the main room, I guess.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your contribution. See you.
Thank you, table topic.
Thank you,
Yes.
Sam Ayu.
Thank you so much. Let's go back to the main room.
You're already removing your earrings, Toastmaster Donna. Is it heavy?
You're so funny. They're not heavy, but they're clip-on, so they're pinching me.
I actually want to answer the last one, the last topic of Toastmaster Ayu. What was the topic? I'm sorry. Apologizing to Indonesia. And I want to say I apologize for working here and grabbing one slot for another Indonesian. So kidding. I'm sorry. Another one is teaching different, like not the Indonesian culture. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. It was
Yeah,
like
we are. I do agree because we complaining a lot about Indonesia, so we have to we owe them a lot of apologies, right?
yeah.
Complaining about.
Don't worry. We have the same thing. We also complain about our country.
By the way, which type of question do you like most? The being a ministry one or the questions like a simple question?
All of the questions.
Oh, okay.
But it's fun, I think, playing as
Yeah,
many.
it's fun. I like it.
Hi everyone, we're back.
Okay, right. So please,
You're
Toastmaster,
back.
thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So now we have table topic battle session. So the first winner from room number 1 will be provided with a topic with from time Indah, and the first winner from the room number 2 will be provided with a topic from Toastmaster Ayu. So first is Toastmaster. Oh, sorry. So who is the winner from room number 1 and number 2?
Toastmaster Salman and distinguished Toastmaster.
Okay. So the floor is yours, Tam Indah.
Oh, I suppose it's supposed to be Toastmaster Ayu.
No, Toastmaster Indah
Toastmaster
will
Indah, right?
give topic to Toastmaster
Yeah.
Salman, winner
Oh,
from
okay.
round.
Okay. Okay. Toastmaster Salman, you are the president of SCBD Toastmaster Club. Let's imagine that you are elected to be president of Indonesia. Please let us know what is your vision and mission for our country. Toastmaster Salman, your vision and mission as president of Indonesia. Next round, 1 to 2 minutes.
My fellow citizen, we always knew that Indonesia is a great country, and we are. We have shown the world that we are a part of the G20 countries, 20th strongest economy in the world. But still, if we walk to the street, we see poverty, we see misery, we see people struggling with their life. And that begs us the question, why? Why is this happening? How can we be one of the G20 country, but still people are having trouble finding food, having trouble finding job, having trouble creating a life that's proper for them and their family? My fellow citizen, don't be afraid. As your president, I will make sure that going forward in the long term, we are going to establish something new. We are going to inject a new spirit. I call it a happy morning spirit to make Indonesia an even greater country, not only in the statistic, not only in the economic record, but also for everyone to strive for progress, to be better. So everyone from the poorest to the richest can grow and continue to grow together, my fellow citizens. And I know this will not be an easy path. There are a lot of things to do, but if you believe, my fellow citizen, if you believe and if you strive for progress, there are nothing that is impossible for us. Please remember that we are a great country. We are descendant of Majapahit Kingdom that used to rule the whole archipelago up to Madagascar. We are the descendant of the Srivijaya Kingdom that built a mighty civilization in the 7th century. So let's, my fellow citizen, let's not give up and continue to be better. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you very much for the inspiring speech, Tam Salman. Let us give a big round of applause to Tam Salman. For the next is the winner from room 2, DTM Yusuf, and the topic will be provided by TM Ayu. The time is yours, TM Ayu. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tengku. So one of the toughest job in running a country is being a ministry. So today I'll challenge you to be a Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So here's the case. So I give you a simple case now. So Budi is an Indonesian. He always enjoyed taking holiday abroad, but in one of the airport in Germany, he got caught because he bring out a pack of rendang, a beef Indonesian cuisine, in his backpack. As a Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Budi needs your help to explain to the airport security or authority what rendang is, and they can let him go with his rendang entering Germany. So 1 to 2 minutes, time is yours. I think you're still on mute.
Thank you very much. My dear fellow foreign countries friends, I would like to explain to you about Indonesian culture and habits. Even though our people travel around the world, but they won't forget their own food. And one of them is beef Indonesian cuisine. It's called beef rendang. I know it looks strange to you because there are a lot of spices inside of this beef, and it's cooked in hot boiling coconut milk. So probably it tastes something strange for you, but this is what you eat in your country like steak. This is Indonesian steak, friends. If you try a little bit, it won't kill you, but you will know how it tastes. And to tell you the truth, I'm sorry, there is no rules here that none of the foreigners can bring some Indonesian beef cuisine food inside. If there is a rule that we cannot bring any Indonesian food inside, of course, my friend won't do that. So now, to make sure, let's call the doctor and try to taste it. If this is spoiled or if this is something bad in this beef, then you can blame on me. Don't blame on this Budi. I will go to prison instead of him. But if there is nothing wrong with this beef, I would love you to release him with no effect at all. So I said to you once again, I will be responsible to be in prison if there is something wrong with this beef thing. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Wow, thank you. I think Budi will be released as soon as possible.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, TM Ayu. Thank you very much for the speech, DTM Yusuf. Let us give a round of applause for DTM Yusuf for introducing our native culinary. Okay, now we will have a time report session. So the time is yours, Toastmaster Intan.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Woohoo! We have the table topic speakers and the battle is on fire. And here we go. All speakers are eligible to be voted. And now let's Toastmaster Marcel to cast the ballot. Thank you.
Yeah,
Back
please,
to you,
Toastmaster.
Tom.
Yeah, thank you very much, TM Intan. So next we will cast the ballot. TM Marcel. The time is
Because of all the speakers are eligible, now your time, guests and Toastmasters members, send your vote to me and I will count it. Okay, time for now. 1 minute, go.
Okay, 1 minute is over.
So the result is
Later.
Oh, okay.
Marcel. We keep it mystery in the last.
Okay, thank you very much, TM Marcel. So before we move on to the group photo, we still have TM Wira that if he is available, I think, TM Wira, are you available? Okay, so without any further ado, TM Wira will prepare his, the one who will introduce TM Wira will be his evaluator. Sorry, I forgot the name.
It's me, Alvin.
Oh yeah, TM Alvin. So sorry. So please, the time is yours, TM Alvin.
All right. Tonight, Toastmaster Wira will deliver his level 2 project number 3 in his pathway Persuasive Influence. Project is Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. The purpose of this project is for Toastmaster Wira to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. And also Toastmaster Wira will share some aspect of previous experience as a protege, can be any time in the past. So without further ado, let's welcome Toastmaster Wira. I can't believe that I've been training how to choke people for a decade. I can't believe that I've been training how to choke people for a decade. Toastmaster Wira, the screen is yours.
Okay, I want to ask, does anybody know what is that guy doing in the back? I want to see, does anybody know?
Chokehold, OMG.
Oh yeah, exactly. Was that the Donna?
See.
Yes, it is a chokehold, but to be specific, it is called a rear naked choke, where you wrap somebody's neck around your arm around your neck, and then grab your tricep and squeeze until that person goes to sleep.
Let us begin. On 28th of June, I celebrated a little milestone where I grabbed a little beer and said, "Holy crap, I have been training jiu-jitsu for 10 years. I couldn't believe it's been that long." Oh, and by the way, 28th of June marks a day after my birthday. So yeah, after I celebrate my birthday, I celebrate the 10 years of me doing this awesome art known as jiu-jitsu. Over the past 10 years, I met a lot of awesome people that I consider my friends and training partners. Oh yeah, by the way, the top right picture, yeah, I used to be that thin before Carl's Jr. and stress took a toll on me and I gained a lot of weight. Let me take you back to 2012. I remember that in middle school, I was this kid who was bullied a lot. A lot of people physically hurt me, and it took a toll on my self-confidence and happiness. I remember that middle school wasn't a very happy year for me. I remember that I fought one of my bullies and I lost. I got my butt kicked and I went home crying. At night, I stumbled upon a show from a mixed martial arts organization called UFC. Anybody know that? Okay, I see a lot of people nodding. In case you don't, just Google Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. Then you get the point, which is one of the biggest mixed martial arts event in the world. I remember stumbling upon a fight that went on like this. This is a submission called the flying triangle, where the guy who jumped wrapped his opponent's head and arm, and he wrapped his leg in the shape of a triangle. It creates a tremendous amount of pressure, and it can put someone to sleep. After that fight, I was hooked and I want to learn more about this. And I found a place called Yuri Martial Arts. And I found a mentor that helped me with my martial arts journey even today. Yuri Amadin. Not only that he's a grappler, he also taught me a little bit about boxing and a little bit of knife defense, even though my knife defense skill wasn't really good. Because the best way to defend a knife is just to get the hell out of dodge, aka running away. Because hey, life is too short to deal with knives, right? Coach Yuri Amadin is also a student of Jeet Kune Do. That's why he was so passionate on teaching not only just grappling, but also some striking art and also weapons. Because in Bruce Lee's quote, he said, "Adapt what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is specifically our own." He taught me that not only does I have to accept things on face value, you have to learn and find something else that makes your style unique or makes your fighting style or anything exactly, my speech or whatever, I implement that into my life. Not only Coach Yuri helped me with my martial arts journey, I have two people that also helped me. Coach Sadi, the one with the black belt, and Aris, my training partner, the one with the purple belt. They beat me up a lot. One example is this. This is called the bow and arrow choke, where he grabbed my collar and grabbed my leg, and then he extend his arm and body and make sure that I wasn't be able to breathe. So yeah, like a bow and arrow. He treat me like a bow and arrow in this submission. And also, Aris like to do little shenanigans such as this. I call that another day at the gym. But before some of you might think, oh, Wira sucks, he cannot fight. Oh, on the contrary, let us see this. For some of you don't know, it is called the body crush submission, or as I like to call, the Wira Yankovic. Why? For some of you don't know, Wira Yankovic likes to play accordion. And if you play an accordion, you pressure all of the instrument like this. Yeah, imagine an accordion is your opponent, and that's what I did to him. Now, let's talk to the closing part of my speech. Last Tuesday marked the final day of me training at Yuri Martial Arts, because next week, at the end of August, I will go to Hungary to focus on my study. We had a little celebration.
Congratulations to Wira. This is very what, 10 years? Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for all the support, right? All of that.
Yeah, this is a little send off as well to all these awesome people. But for Toastmaster people, also I have a little send off, but we'll do it on Sunday. That's all from me. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you very much, Tam Wira, for the very interesting speech. Please give our applause to Tam Wira. Okay, for the next, we will have a time report for the prepared speech session from Tam Intan. Over to you, Tam Intan.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Oh, what a cool speech. Wait a minute, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Okay. Wow. I have a good news actually, because we are having the results now, and it is, yay, all speakers are eligible to be voted. Yay. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you very much, Tam Intan, for the time report. Next, we will have a ballot cast for our prepared speech session. So over to you, Tam Marcel.
Thank you very much, GE. All the speakers are eligible. Now, please send your vote to me. Privately, yeah? Okay? Back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you, Tam Marcel. So sorry, I forgot the grammarian report. Yeah. So, Tam Dona, over to you for the grammarian report.
I'm sorry. Supposed to be group picture first.
Group picture first. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Tam Alvin. So, we will have a group picture session. Over to you, Tam Alvin.
Okay, here we go. The most weighted session. This is your narcissist session. So, fellow Toastmaster and guests, please show your face, show your best face. Thank you. Let's count from 5, 3, 2, 1. Open the camera. Right. Thank you. Please give your best expression of the day, and I will take 3 pictures. Give your best expression. So what will be the first? Let's give a fist, yeah, for freedom. 3, 2, 1. Freedom. Okay, thank you. Now we move to the second one. Here we go. In count of 3, 2, 1. Pose to crack. Now this is your last picture of this Friday night. Make it last forever. Today Here we go. Come from 3, 2, 1. To crack. Okay, over to you, Tom.
Thank you very much, Tim Alvin, for the awesome group photo session. So next, it will be the evaluation session led by Toastmaster Dendi, our DE. Over to you, Toastmaster Dendi.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Tengku. Now it's time for the evaluation reports. We having 5 evaluation reports. First, I'm going to call Toastmaster Raki for the evaluation report for Toastmaster Abigail. Okay, over to you, Toastmaster Raki.
All right, thank you so much, our Captain GE. So, my fellow Toastmasters and guests, please give applause to our newcomer, Toastmaster Abigail, for the breaking the ice. Hey, congratulations to Toastmaster Abigail for delivering your ice-breaking speech tonight. And from your speech, I just realized that you are speaking very well, because yeah, storytelling never lie. You use your personal story, and by that, all of us here can know you better. And then also by your speech, just reminding us about love and liberate ourselves. And I love the way you speak. It feels like, in my humble opinion, it feels like in the conversation at the school canteen, because yeah, you just move your body and then using your hand gesture and so on. Yes, it's perfect. And also I love your facial expression when you deliver your speech. It's also gives like emotion. You show your emotion during the speech. And also maybe for the challenge in the next speech, maybe you can use your vocabulary due to the conversation from one person to another person. And also maybe you may improve your speech into for the, let's say, because this is the online session, maybe your camera placement is so important for us, because by that we can see your hand gestures clearly without any distraction, I guess. Yeah, I think that's all. So congratulations, Toastmaster Abigail. Welcome to SCBD Toastmasters, and back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Raki, for the insightful report evaluation. Second, I'm going to call Toastmaster Fa, who will evaluate Toastmaster Jeffry. So, Toastmaster Fa, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, over to you, Toastmaster Fa.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Dandy. And Toastmaster Jeffrey, I always speechless when listening to your speech, because honestly, I not only me, but most of these people also relate with your story, and it's really inspiring and encouraging us when hear your speech. Before it, congratulations for completing your icebreaker speech, and welcome to our club. The most thing I really like from your speech is the way you express it very well, and it made the audiences feel overwhelming with your story. The way you deliver your speech was almost perfect, with the strong vocal and then good grammar, and also the flow of the speech really good. But also, I'll give you some advice to increase your speaking skills. First, body language. I really understand with the condition with online meeting right now, like have a limit limited our things like the camera, the angel camera, because of the reason we cannot free to move our body, but however, the little move by your hand and gesture, it will be more make audience attractive to hear your speech. It's like your hand when you feel good, like feel sad or something, it will be more make audiences feel attractive with your speech. And then, like I said before, your speech almost perfect, and it will be more perfect if you give like humor things, because we all know that humor things, it will always steal attention from audiences. And also it will get more interactive speech to your audience. And for the last, thank you for your inspiration speech, Toastmaster Jeffry. Let's give Toastmaster Jeffry applause, and can't wait to see your next speech project letter. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Fa. Now we'll go. Thirdly, I'm going to call Toastmaster Uyun to give some feedback about Toastmaster Reynaldo's speech. So, ready, Toastmaster Uyun?
All right.
Okay, stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dandy. You, yeah, it's you. Why are you here on a Friday night? Ah, you have liberated yourself from the fear of public speaking. That's what I got from Toastmaster Reynaldo's social speech today. Congratulations for delivering such beautiful social speech honoring Toastmasters. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have witnessed a good example of delivering social speech. Toastmaster Reynaldo has showed at least two very important strengths in delivering social speech. The first is about the content crafting, and the second is the delivery. The first about the content crafting. In honoring an organization, we need to showcase at least one strong attribute, and Toastmaster Reynaldo picked that Toastmasters has been liberating ourselves from the fear of public speaking. That's a very good example. And he also related with our WOD, our theme of Independence Day, very nice. And the beautiful word selection from him was very good as well. That's about the content, showcasing the strong attribute of Toastmasters as an organization. And the second is about the delivery. Vocal variety was very dynamic. You. That kind of thing is very engaging. The hook is very strong in the beginning. And throughout the speech, we also used a dynamic tone, a volume as well, and also hand gesture. Like you, or like the fear of public speaking. That's a good delivery that can relate also to the audience. So the content crafting and the delivery, using vocal variety and gestures. And beyond that, I would love to challenge Toastmaster Reynaldo for the second social speech is to tune up with a stage presence. So when delivering social speech, everyone is looking at Toastmaster Reynaldo, and I think it's very good if it's like face-to-face meeting. So maybe in this virtual setting, from what I observed, Toastmaster Reynaldo is just like, let's see, 30% of the frame. So maybe he could tilt the camera so we can see more of him, and then we can see more of the hand gesture, because I think it's wasted opportunity that we cannot see much of her hand gesture. And also to bring his posture up like this to make more confidence, and also maybe to glue the eye contact to the camera, because I observed that at times he put the gaze down. So like this kind of posture, confidence, keep the chin up. So I think we can remember him like this Leonardo DiCaprio, like, cheers, honoring Toastmasters. So we have listened to his social speech for the first time and looking forward for his second social speech. Back to you, Toastmaster Dandy.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Uyun. Now, for the next evaluators, we have Toastmaster Alvin, who will evaluate Toastmaster Wira. Toastmaster Alvin, are you ready? Okay, Toastmaster Alvin.
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Love me like you do. 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 Like you do. I'm trying my best to be like Wira, to be as unique as Wira. And now I'm about to say, congratulations, Toastmaster Wira. You just deliver level 2 completed. Check, 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 check. Level 2 completion. Okay, congratulations. Very great job, Toastmaster Wira. And ladies and gentlemen, what can we learn from Toastmaster Wira? Wow, he just delivered a story about his mentoring. And what I like the most, right? One page in his speech is he showed the picture of his mentor. How proud will be his mentor when showing his picture in the YouTube of SCBD Toastmaster. That is how great way to show our appreciation to our mentor. And also Toastmaster Wira is the only speaker today that present his speech by standing. That will give you more energy, give more gesture to deliver your message. And also, can you see how clear is Toastmaster Wira language? And also, he looks very comfortable in the audience. It seems like he do public speaking for almost 10 years, just like he tried to choke people. And I like the most, the longer title is also a point that Toastmaster Wira has his own style. Now, ladies and gentlemen, maybe if you have to be better than every day, than yesterday. Even though you were the best, you have to be better than every day because everyone else around you is evolving. So this is one way I think that Toastmaster Wira could improve. The first is I saw Toastmaster Wira eyes just into one side of the camera. I know it is hard to see the camera because you want to see face, right? But what if you play your eyes everywhere or you spooky eyes, right? So you can get more attention from people. And as well as I see the video, right? And you go silent on the video, I think you can bring the sound, right? Oh, look at that video, or what he is doing to me, something like that. So we are not waiting the video to end. And last but not least, Toastmaster Wira, the challenge for you is, I like how you use the emotion. I'm not happy that day. I like it. And I encourage you to use more emotion in your speech so we can feel that the story is really personal. And when I hear the story, this is Toastmaster Wira story. So that's all from me. Back to you, G.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Alvin, for the nice feedback. Lastly, I'm going to call Toastmaster Melanie, who will evaluate Toastmaster Ayu as the table topic master. So over to you, Toastmaster Melanie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dandy. Dear fellow Toastmasters, who among you loves to become a table topics master? Anyone? Do you know? Okay, I see Toastmaster Raki there. For our guest or to everyone, who among you loves to ask questions to a group of people? Do you love to ask questions? Well, for a teacher like me, I love to ask questions. So asking questions or asking someone's opinion also comes with responsibility of listening with comprehension to whatever he or she has to say, right? So congratulations, Toastmaster Ayu, for breaking the ice as a table topics master in our club. And dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, happy morning once again. First things first, Toastmaster Ayu was able to hit the purpose of this project. She is indeed an active listener. How? There are three things. Eye contact with the speaker. Of course, her eyes roams around the screen, but once the speaker says something or started her speech or his speech, he or she stops and listens carefully with her eyes glued on the camera. Second, her facial expression. Her facial expression says a lot of things, like the smile whenever she agrees to what the speaker said, or her laughter when Toastmaster Salman reminded her of someone who's campaigning. Her calm aura brought calm environment to those who participated in the session. Third, and she was able to give short statements after each speaker delivered their speeches. Second thing that I love about Toastmaster Ayu being the table topics master is the chosen topics. It's related to the theme, which is Indonesia. Toastmaster Ayu knows very well her country. She gave enough backgrounds to past and present leaders of different ministry in Indonesia. It was very informative, and she added creative spin in the session. There is one thing that I would like you to work on, Toastmaster Ayu. Listening is not only agreeing or disagreeing to what other speaker is saying, but it is also giving affirmative statements, especially right after they challenge themselves in an impromptu speech. Because for me, I don't like to join table topics. And it's like by saying, thank you, wow, great job, awesome. Like this also includes being consistent in giving those affirmative statements. I think you ran out some affirmative statement to Toastmaster Reynaldo earlier. This is to avoid feeling left out and not heard. Nonetheless, it was very engaging table topic session. You liberated our minds as we decided on to what we need to do today. Congratulations, Toastmaster Ayu. Back to our G.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Melanie, for the feedback. Thank you for all the speech evaluators for the feedback report. Now it's time for the GE team to give our report. Now let's hear it from our timer about the evaluation time report. Are they eligible to be voted of Toastmaster Indah?
Yoo-hoo! All evaluators are eligible to be voted. Yay!
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Intan. Next, maybe I will call Toastmaster Sari as WOD counter to deliver the report. Toastmaster Sari, ready?
Okay. I'm sorry, Toastmaster Dendi, please ask Toastmaster Marzel to cast the ballot first, voting.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Toastmaster Toastmaster Marzel. Could you give us the ballot report?
Okay, thank you, GE. This is the time you're waiting. Okay, now, please, because all of the speakers here, evaluators here are eligible, please send your vote to me. Which one is favorite for you? Okay, 1 minute time from now. Okay, time is up. Thank you very much for your participation, and back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Marzel. Okay, next we're going to call Toastmaster Sari as our AWOD counter to give the report.
Okay, thank you, GE, Toastmaster Dendi. I'd like to share my screen first. Can you see my screen now? Yes. Okay. Okay, thank you, GE. Happy morning again, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. As you can see, I would like to share my RWOD observation report. If we see the overused words category, we can see that I can say 80% of the speakers were not using repeated words. So congratulate for all of us here. Meanwhile, if we move to filler sounds, I think most of us were using the filler sounds. However, in my opinion, we can improve this one by practicing more. The last one, I would like to congratulate to Toastmaster Reynaldo and visited Toastmaster JJ, who are using the word of the day the most. I think that's all from my report. Back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Sari. I'm sorry for my connection. And now we are going to call our grammarian, Toastmaster Dona.
Hello.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Toastmaster Dona.
Okay, so thank you, Toastmaster Dendi, acting as our GE tonight. So we have our grammarian report. Over here, I'm happy to say that we all managed to be on theme and talk about liberation. However, maybe we have not been quite liberated from tiny mistakes, so let's take a look at them. But before we go to the mistakes, I want to start on a positive note. We're starting with the notable quotes, especially from Toastmaster Aldo. We should come together under the same banner for a better Indonesia. That's a wonderful sentiment that we should all keep as a unified nation, that we can all overcome our differences. Next up, for quotes, we have Toastmaster Abigail. It took me a decade to love my hair as it is, since I never saw my hair type on the media. Me personally, I have straight hair, but I have really curly fuzzy frizz that I hated too, so maybe I'm not curly, but I understand where you're coming from, so thank you for speaking for all of us here tonight. And next up we have our president. At the table topics for room 1, I'd like to reduce income tax and increase taxes in non-productive industries. That's a very great idea, and I hope it doesn't ruin the nation's future if it's implemented. And one more quote from our president. We are the descendants of the Majapahit Empire that spanned all the way to Madagascar. So this is not a great quote as if you take it too literally. We're not expansionists, but it's a great thing to keep within our spirits that we can achieve greatness wherever we go. Okay, so as for areas of improvement, I'll keep it pretty succinct. So someone said earlier, she have a dream. There's a subject-verb disagreement over there. It can't be she have a dream. It should be she has a dream. She is only one person. And then we were talking about many ministries and ministers tonight. So the ministry is the office, while the minister is the person. And next we have better than every day. Well, every day is a lot of days, so we can't really compare one to the other, so you can only compare today to yesterday. And lastly, we have I would loved to, but they were talking about the present, so it would better be I'd love to. Okay, and I'd love to mention one very special word for tonight that we don't really hear often from Toastmaster Aldo. It's milieu or milieu. That is a person's social environment. He was talking about Toastmasters as an environment for us to grow as better people. So, thank you. That's all I have for tonight. Back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you for the grammarian report, Toastmaster Luna. Now it's time for me to present my evaluation for this meeting. Let me share my screen first. I'm going to share it fast because we're a bit over time here. Okay, for the prepared speech, there's a bit alteration of timeline had to be made, but we could understand, and our timeline are still in direct order. And then there are two table topic master at this meeting. There are two breakout room of the table topic master. Made us do more activities and more engaged and more fun with the table topic battle. So it's a good way, and I think for the next meeting in the future, we have to make these two breakout rooms for the table topic session. And then there are still a bit confusion of flow of our meeting, and then we are a bit over time. So I think that's all for the GE team. I would like to say thank you because all the reports were run smoothly. And I think that's all for me. Okay, I'm going to stop my screen. And now we are going to Toastmaster Marzel to present the Hall of Famer. So are you ready, Toastmaster Marzel?
You're still muted, Toastmaster Marzel.
Okay.
Okay, now.
Okay. Stage is yours, Toastmaster Marzel.
Okay, I hope nobody picking when I'm still setting my presentation here. This is the time we are waiting for. And for your information, I have made something trouble. It's very, very big trouble because when the session of table topic speaker, the winner versus another group, the winner versus the winner, and I incidentally made big mistake, and everybody already know who's the winner. But when I count again, wow, I don't know. Okay, before we go there, let's move to the first one, the most favorite prepare speech. What is that? Prepared speech speaker. Here it is. Congratulations for TM Wira.
Woo! Yay!
Yay! Congratulations, Wira.
Great.
Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Okay. Everybody wants to take a picture of this. You know? And then the next slide, I will announce, I'm sorry, guys. But when I count again, it's the vote, it's not 6 versus 23, but 6 versus 11. So I'm sorry. So the winner maybe will change. So let's see who will be the winner of the table topics speaker. Let's see. The winner is Toastmaster Salman.
You are president.
Yay,
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yay.
Yeah. So when I recount again, yeah, the winner still Toastmaster Salman. Congratulations for you. And the last one for the individual evaluator, it would be the winner is Toastmaster Melanie. Congratulations for you.
Yay, congratulations.
Congratulations, Mr. Melanie.
Yay,
Congratulations.
And last but not least, in every single meeting, she still be the winner in every single meeting. We see, let's see. Toastmaster Honey. So everybody wants to join in our lovely SCBD Club Toastmaster. Please contact her. Here's the phone number. Know that, right? Okay. It's enough from me. Thank you very much for your attention, and back to GE.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Marzel. Okay, maybe that's all from the GE team. We are going back to Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Tengku. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you very much, GE and the evaluator team. So we already out of time, so I will make it quick. As a closing, I would like to say thank you very much for all of the attendance, all of the participants, speakers, exco, etc. in this meeting. This is my pleasure to be the tom of this meeting. And I want to end this meeting with a quote. So there is a quote from Kofi Annan. It says, knowledge is power, information is liberating, and education is the premise of progress in every society and in every family. I think with us attending this SCBD Toastmaster Club session tonight, we are in an effort to hone our English language skills and have more access to knowledge and information. So that will be an effort to progress Indonesia to a better future. So that's a closing quote from me, and I want to move on to the club's announcement from our president, Tam Salman. The time is yours, Tam Salman.
Thank you, Tom, Toastmaster. Thank you. You have been carrying this session very well, I think. And I would like to appreciate all the heartfelt speech from Toastmaster Abigail, Toastmaster Jeffry, and Toastmaster Wira. Very touching, all of you. And of course, from Toastmaster Reynaldo, we have this very motivating, very full of spirit speech about Toastmaster itself. Now, I know we are over time, but I have a little bit one thing to announce. Is about our hybrid meeting plan. So we are going to have our first hybrid meeting this term. I hope you all can come. It's in SCBD. It will be held into September, Friday in Wall Street English at Pacific Place. Feel free to come, bring your friend, bring your boyfriend, bring your girlfriend, bring your family. Everyone is welcome. But there will be a registration form that we will share at the group later on. And I also have to say that since SCBD Toastmaster is now growing very fast, we are now at 44 members. We are going to experiment a little bit to make sure that we give the best experience to everyone. So we are going to have an additional hybrid session beside our regular Friday session. What it will be, I will share the detail later. Just wait and see, guys. That's a little bit announcement from me. And I understand if some of you have to leave, but I want to ask a little bit from Toastmaster Elios. Hello, Toastmaster Elios. All the way from Surabaya.
Yes, I'm Surabaya.
Toastmaster Elios, can you tell us how do you feel about our meeting and what's your impression?
Oh, nice. It's been a while, yeah. I have been hiatus in Toastmaster for 1 year, but it's quite a long time for me because most of you will know that I attend Toastmaster meeting every single day, and yes, now I'm back, and yes, I still doing that. And I really love how SCBD conduct the table topic session. different. I never went into this table topic. What we call it? Battle. Yeah, battle. Yeah, table topic battle. When I visited most of the club, I have never seen it before in SCBD. So kudos to you all here. You are the first that I have seen of like that. I think I have to visit more club to see like this, and that's a great milestone. And you can give the chance to speak for all of the members, all of the visiting Toastmaster, and also the distinguished guests also. And yeah, that's very great. That's the most impressive session that I have ever seen in SCBD, and that's kudos all of you. Back to you, President.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aleos. Yes, we are still experimenting a bit with the format. Hopefully, over time, we can make it more smooth and more beneficial for everyone. And we will see more of Toastmaster Aleos actually next week. He is going to be one of the panelists in our special edition. Yeah, Toastmaster Aleos. So expect a lot more from Toastmaster Aleos. Thank you, Toastmaster Aleos. Okay, guys, I think that's all I can share tonight. We are going to the room will be open for the next 1 hour or two. So if you can stay to chit chat, you are very welcome. But with the power vested upon me, I hereby conclude the official meeting here with the clap. Thank you, everyone, and happy weekend.
Thank you.